Well, hello there, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief. We steal everything you're going to see and hear today. And beside me is the renowned sturgeon. Oh, wait a minute.
No, not sturgeon. That's a fish.
You're the renowned surgeon,
Oh,
Dr. Fatpacker. Say hello to our viewers. Hello?
that's wonderful. Yeah, I'm here. Hello, everybody. It's so nice to see you. Well, so
And,
nice to be here.
and down below me is Homeless Charlie. Homeless Charlie, say
Ooh.
hello to our wonderful viewers.
Well, hello to our wonderful viewers.
Now, before we get involved in comedy, which is a stretch for us, I wanted to ask you guys a question, and the question is, what do you think pigs think about when they're wandering around the farm? Dr. Fatpacker, do you have any thoughts?
Well, I don't know. I never dated anybody that was worked on a farm.
Well, my God, almost Charlie, do you know any idea what pigs think about?
What? Of course. Of course, that's an easy one. They're wondering why in the hell they don't make more turkey bacon.
There you go.
That's perfect. Well, I was wondering if they think about dieting. You know, pigs,
Oh,
pigs are fat, but
They
yeah.
don't have a choice.
Yes, I know that.
but I think Homeless Charlie hit it. That bacon thing. That bacon thing. You know, bacon has become so popular.
Well, you can't even get the real thing anymore. I mean, they make sausage out of vegetables.
Oh my Lord!
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think we're going to need pigs anymore.
But that's another story. Okay,
Yeah.
we're going to turn it over to Dr. Fatpacker and lay something on us, so to speak.
Well, I've got three things that you should think about, or things that you do when you get older.
Yes.
You know, like let's say you're sitting in public,
Yeah.
the stranger sits next to you,
Yeah.
and all you got to do is stare straight ahead and then say out loud, "Did you bring the money?"
Well, if I was sitting next to you, that would certainly bother me a lot. Homeless Charlie, go ahead.
Well,
Okay.
talking about thinking, I mean, I can't even think, but uh, I was wondering if we could cancel our subscription to 2021.
Oh,
I've experienced the free 7-day trial, and I'm really not interested.
there you go. By
I
golly.
like it.
Now, here's today's public service announcement. You ready?
Oh yeah.
If tonight the two of you have a dream, and in the dream there is a
Ooh,
toilet,
ooh.
don't use it. Don't use that toilet if in your dream. Dr.
Yeah.
Fatpacker.
Well, I had two patients in the hospital that I heard talking about that one time.
Yeah.
The one guy calls over to the other guy and he says, "Do you have any trouble with your bowel movements?" And the guy says, "No, I have a bowel movement 8 o'clock every single day." He says,
Wonderful.
"That's wonderful." He says, "Well, unfortunately, I don't get out of bed until 9."
Oh. You're talking a mess. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Homeless Charlie.
Well, I'll tell you what. Hormel Foods, you know Hormel?
Hormel.
They
Yeah.
make spam. They make spam. But they made their first batch in 1937.
Yeah.
But with everybody out now shopping and hoarding food,
Yeah.
they've announced that they're going to start making their second batch next week.
Oh. Well, yesterday I was driving down the thruway and I looked over and there was a three-legged chicken keeping up with my speed, which is around 40 miles an hour. So I sped up to 50. the three-legged chicken kept right up with me. I sped up to 60. So I got off the thruway and I followed the chicken who went into this farmyard. And I went to the farmer and I said, excuse me, I said, is that your three-legged chicken? And the farmer says, yeah. He says, I raise three-legged chickens. And I said, well, that's really unique, for people that really like, extra dark meat. I said, do they taste good? And the farmer said, I have no idea. We've never caught one. We've never, ever, ever caught one. Dr. Fatpacker.
My friend, he went into this lumber yard and asked for some 2x4s. And the clerk asked him, how long do you need them? And he goes, a long time. I'm building a house.
What a dumb question for them to ask. Oh, my Lord. Homeless Charlie.
Well, this is sort of something you got to think about.
Oh, no.
Sometimes when you cry,
yeah,
nobody sees your tears. And sometimes when you're hurt, nobody sees your pain. And sometimes when you're sad, nobody sees your sorrow. But I'll tell you what, fart just one time.
And everybody notices. Well, did you guys hear about the porcupine that got a job in a balloon factory?
No.
Well, there's no punchline. I just thought I'd just lay that out there. You can just picture it on your own. And
oh, my goodness.
There's no punchline. Go ahead, Dr. Fatpacker.
Charlie reminded me about this time that I went to see my dad in the old folks home.
Yeah.
And I walked up there and somebody wheeled him out in a wheelchair, and I stood and I looked at him and I said, how you doing, Dad? He says, okay. And he starts going like this. And the guy behind him straightened him back up again,
Good.
And I said, you making friends here? And he says, oh yeah, I'm making a lot of friends. And he started going this way and the guy straightened him up again. And I said, oh, that sounds like fun. He says, is there anything that I can do? I can talk to the director and maybe get you something special. He says, I only have one complaint. I go, what was that? He goes, they don't let you fart.
Oh, I see.
I think he got it.
Very good, very good. Homeless Charlie.
Well, I just was thinking about what the doctor said. He said of old folks home. Is that's a plural? Is there a singular of folk? I mean, did you ever go out and see a folk?
I don't know.
It just put in my mind.
Yeah.
Is that the joke?
Well, it was just a question. Is there a folk?
Is there a folk?
I have no idea.
Well, I'll tell you what happened the other day.
Oh.
My son is taking part in a social experiment. And along with my daughter, he has to wear a Go Vegan T-shirt for 2 weeks and see how people react. So far, he's been spit on, punched, and had a bottle thrown at him. I'm curious now to see what happens when he goes outside.
Oh, life is rough. Life is rough.
Oh, terrible.
Well, you guys know that I was not a good-looking child, and unfortunately, it's carried through into adulthood because now, when most women they call me ugly until they find out how much money I make, and then they call me ugly and broke. That's what they do. Dr. Fatpacker.
Now, speaking of that, I was at the gym the other day when I'm walking along, and somebody asked me. Some young guy came up and he says, what machine can I go on here that'll very, very much impress the young ladies? And I told him the ATM.
Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Homeless Charlie.
Well, here's something sort of interesting you can think about. Your fingers have fingertips.
Yeah, yep.
but your toes don't have toe tips.
Oh.
Yet you can tiptoe, but you can't tip finger. Weird.
Life is very strange.
Weird.
Think about.
Now, do you guys remember Hollywood Squares?
Yeah.
And you remember Paul Lynde?
Oh, my favorite.
Well, Paul Lynde was asked this question a long time ago in Hollywood Squares. Paul, if you were a butcher, what would be a good reason to pound meat? And Paul Lynde says, loneliness. Dr. Fatpacker, last one.
Oh, well, I will give you two then, as long as it's my last one, but they're very short.
Okay.
You know, if you ask me, what am I doing today? And I say nothing, it does not mean I'm free. It means I'm doing nothing.
Nothing.
And I finally got 8 hours of sleep. Well, it took me 3 days, but whatever.
Very strange. Last one, Homeless Charlie, lay it on us.
Well, here it is. The other day a cop pulled me over and he said, your eyes look red. Have you been drinking, smoking weed? And I replied, hey, your eyes look glazed. Have you been eating donuts?
Oh.
Ouch.
How long did it take you to get out of jail? Well,
that's cop car ride started, yeah.
Here's my last one. 2 nights ago, at about midnight, a robber broke into my house and started rummaging around the house looking for money. So, well, I got up and I started looking with him.
Yeah.
Nothing. We found nothing. Anyway, we're done. We're done. But we want to introduce you to our new feature, and that is we invite a very famous person to appear on our next video. And so the famous person for today is David Copperfield. And what did you say, Dr. Fatpacker, about if he appears?
Well, Doctor, David Copperfield is one of my favorite people, and I've always wanted to meet him. Oh, in fact, I did once.
Oh.
I did meet him once. I was shaking hands with him, and I will never forget the words that he said to me. They were inspirational.
What were they?
It must be awfully hot in there. I had Farley McFair on at the time, so.
Are you done?
I'm finished. Go.
David Copperfield, as almost all of you know, is a magician and a famous illusionist. So, David, you have 24 hours to check in at funnyoldguys@gmail.com to appear on our next video. And if you do not check in within 24 hours, you're going to go in the trash bin. So that's the way it goes. So, everybody, we want you to subscribe to our channel. We're going to say goodbye. I'm saying goodbye, and I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Fatpacker for his goodbye.
I'll do a very quick goodbye here. Goodbye, everybody. Very nice meeting you all there. Thank you very much. Tune in.
And down below me here, we're going to let Dr. Homeless Charlie, what the hell? Homeless Charlie, say goodbye and farewell to our viewers.
Hey, goodbye and farewell to our viewers.
Okay, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next video. Enjoy this one. Everybody wave goodbye.
There we go. Tschüss, Nay.